Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and on Friday, November 14th, on Netflix, as part of the circus clown show between Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis, you got a solid fisting firefight at 140 pounds, WBA title on the line, on hand, between WBA champion Gary Auntuanne Rusell, 18-1, 17 knockouts, blazing hand speed, punching power, excellent boxing skill, tremendous fighter. And on one side, you got the African Japanese. 24-0, 19 KOs, hard punching southpaw, swings away, brings the action like most Japanese warriors, in Andy Hiraoka. Andy Hiraoka is ranked number 1 by the WBA, which is the reason why he is getting this title opportunity. And my, oh my, what a fight we have here coming up. You know, this fight has Fight of the Year written all over it. Styles makes fight in boxing, and I just can't see it any other way than this fight being a tremendous action fight. A lot of punches and bunches. Andy Hiraoka, very aggressive. Gary Auntuanne Rusell likes to be in the pocket, aggressive as well. Remember, Gary Auntuanne Rusell, before going the distance with Puello and Rayo Venezuela, Gary Auntuanne Rusell was putting fighters away, beating them down, wearing them down with his speed and power and volume. You know, at one point he had all his wins by KOs, like Subriel Matias, all his wins by KOs. But he still has freakish power and blazing hand speed, and Andy Hiraoka is going to have to deal with that because these two guys are going to go at it. A lot of times in this fight, you're going to see a lot of spots where both guys are in the pocket, trading shots, close range, at a blistering pace. Now, Andy Hiraoka ain't as fast as Gary Auntuanne Rusell, but he has decent speed, and he cracks. So right now, man, the way I see this fight, besides it being a war, and I'm guarantee you one of the best fights you'll see this year, it's 50-50 in my book. You know, these two guys, any one of these two guys can win this matchup. Honestly, it's a toss-up. Andy has a chance to defeat Gary Auntuanne Rusell and become new champion, and Gary has a chance to retain because these two guys are just tremendous fighters, and this is one of the best fights you'll see at 140. And I was a bit surprised that it landed on this circus clown show. You know, when Mike Tyson and Jake Paul went at it, the circus clown show part 1, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor tore the house down. So you had that fight on there, and that stole the show. Made everyone forget that Jake Paul was going to fight Mike Tyson on the main event. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, they went out there and made it look like they were the main event. So, same thing here. Gary Auntuanne Rusell and Andy Hiraoka these two warriors are going to go out there and steal the show. You do not want to miss this fight. This is the best fight on the card. Best fight on the card. By any means, hands down, by far. These two guys are going to steal the show. Man, this is going to be a tremendous fight. Tremendous fight, and I can't wait for it. I know you can't wait for it. I know you guys, many of you agree that this is the best fight on the card. You know, we all are disappointed on Jake Paul and Tank Davis actually going to box each other. But you can't argue with this fight on the card. Great job by the matchmaking and the promoters, and of course the MVP Jake Paul and Manny Serrano, for putting this tremendous fight on the card. We don't agree with the main event and Jake Paul and Tank Davis, but we agree with this one. I take my hat off to Jake Paul MVP Promotions for putting this fight on the card, and I'm looking forward to it, man. This is gonna be a banger. Fans are gonna win on this one with this fight right here, man. Boxing fans are gonna win. Gary Auntuanne Rusell versus Andy Hiraoka. All I can say is to make the best man win. And may these two guys come out healthy, because this fight has CTE written all over it. Punches in bunches. Right uppercut, left hook. I mean, just punches in bunches. Right cross. Well, Andy Hiraoka is a southpaw, so big left hand, right hook. Gary Auntuanne Rusell. So it's a battle of southpaws, Battle of southpaws. I can't wait to see it. I was really excited when the fight was announced. I said I was going to take a day off of YouTube. But when I saw this fight, I said, you know what? Nah, I'm not taking a day off. Not today. Today, we're going to talk about this fight. We're going to talk about it. Because we're talking about it. And, yeah, what a first title defense for Gary Auntuanne Rusell. What a... Straight into the fire. This is not a soft touch. You are the world champion, so you got to fight like one. And defending your title against Andy Hiraoka, man, that's a tough deal. That's a tough night at the office. Andy Hiraoka looking to become world champion for the very first time. To join the storied champions in Japanese boxing, man. Japanese boxing is one of the hotbeds in boxing. So many great fighters and world champions out of that country. Loaded with talent. Loaded with great fighters. Loaded with good fighters. Even the not so good fighters are tough. If you look at BoxRec, you got top fighters from Japan. Right? You got the top fighter in Naoya Inoue, number 1. And all the way down to number 20, every fighter is ranked from 4 stars. Their ratings are 4.5 stars to 5. Ranked number 1 to 20. 5 stars to 4.5. Nothing less. Astonishing. All the way down to number 20. You got good fighters. From good to great. Number 20 is good, of course, and all the way up, you're going from good to great. That's Japan right there. And Andy Hiraoka has what it takes to join that list. So, I won't be surprised if Andy Hiraoka pulls this off, man. This is a tough fight for Gary Auntuanne Rusell. Of course, Gary Auntuanne Rusell has what it takes to get the job done. But Andy Hiraoka also has what it takes to get the job done. So I'm looking forward to this fight. The best fight on the card. I was like, whoa. Que clase pelea. What a fight. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As Gary Auntuanne Rusell gets set to defend for the first time his WBA title against the Japanese African Andy Hiraoka. 24-0, 19 knockouts, the number one contender to the WBA title. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, and Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, as it is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.